Alright folks, we have here the DXY, and the dollar index aided in providing us with a direction for the EU trade you saw me take. Alright? So last week they closed the candle like this, right? And as we know, wick above equals lower prices, right? Wick above lower prices, close below lower prices, and close above higher prices, wick below higher prices. In this case, we had wick above, so we expect bearish prices or bearish price action in the next weekly candle, right? So open, high, and then low and close. And that's precisely what happened, right? Open, high, low, and close, right? So this was the idea that I used to capitalize on my DXY analysis by trading euro, right? Now let's go and see the euro chart. Now, before going further in the trade breakdown, put aside whatever you're doing and focus. Right, so I'm looking to trade the weekly candle. All right, so I mark the opening time, look at the weekly candle through the 1 hour chart, right, or 2 hour, if you have a small screen. Now what happened was, in this weekly candle, and you're gonna mark the Monday midnight price. You can also mark the Sunday 5 p.m. price, and this is all happening New York time only, right? However, what happens usually before Monday midnight is accumulation, and the real movements start happening, the weekly candle movements start happening post Monday midnight, right? So now, what we had here was a fake market structure shift. All right, so what happened here was market structure, bearish market structure shift, quote unquote. And you had dumb money down here selling this bearish FVG, right? And of course, to no surprise, getting wrecked all the way up. As opposed to smart money traders looking at what happened, looking at the bigger picture, right? You're gonna notice that they had this low over here. So we had a low, we had a high, we had a lower low, right? And then we had a higher high. So the high that broke the low was broken through. Therefore, we're expecting an OTE, right? So my intro is down here. And this is me hitting many different topics at the same time. So pay attention and take notes, right? This is the weekly candle. All right, now, every single school of technical analysis has pattern traders. And those pattern traders, if they recognize the pattern they're trading and failing doing so, they can capitalize on the failing of the pattern to make money. Right? So once again, if most losing traders simply studied their losses and faded themselves, they would make money. And there's some food for thought for all of you. In every single candle, weekly, monthly, daily, 4 hour, whatever, they're all the same thing. Simply, some move faster and some move slower. So in every single candle, there is a small movement, manipulation, and there's a large movement, distribution. With experience, of course, you're going to know how much is left in each candle. Right? So when I bought down here, there were people who sold this turtle soup thinking that this was the beginning of a large down move, right? So they thought this was the micro move, and they thought they were smart, and they caught the macro move. However, they were wrong, right? What happened was they traded the micro move, the manipulation, and missed out on the larger macro move. If you catch the micro move, good for you. If you catch the micro move, good for you. If you catch the larger macro move, also good for you. The important thing is you catch one of them, right? The manipulation or the distribution. It doesn't matter. As long as you identify which one you're trading and which one you caught. What's unacceptable and what I don't expect from any one of you who's serious about trading is to simply blindly place trades and finish the trading week not knowing what they did. Right? So if you're going to trade this move, and if you traded this move right here, thinking it was the beginning of a large move, then note it down. You traded a manipulation thinking it was a distribution, which is a common beginner mistake. Once again, trading manipulation thinking it's the distribution is a common beginner mistake. Right? So that was the entry right here on Wednesday. As we know, or as some of you don't know, Wednesday is usually a classic candle, which means fading what happens at the beginning of the Wednesday daily candle is usually a good idea, because what happens is it'll go in the opposite direction. And that's something which you are going to have to go back to the charts and see for yourself. Right, that's the Wednesday model. Right, the Wednesday model, which I mentioned more than a year ago now, is fading whatever happens on Wednesday in the first portion of the candle. So Wednesday is usually a classic buy or sell day. All right? In this case, Wednesday, wait for a manipulation. Wait for them to print a fake market structure shift and fool dumb money traders into shorting down here and all the way up here and get wrecked. All right. There is the swap. Right there. Anyway, so that's basically how that trade was taken. Notice how I didn't mention, like you see these goofballs on social media mentioning, entry model. This model will retire your family. This model will save your life. The entry model is the last thing. It's the last piece of the puzzle. It comes after determining the higher time frame candle shape. It becomes after deciding which bias you want to trade. It comes after, profiling the market. It comes after marking the opening time and waiting for the dump. And then it's the last thing. The entry model is not the most important thing when it comes to placing trades. It's not. I don't care who tells you it is. I don't care how many times you see it on social media. It simply is not that important. Of course, when you reach a certain level, you can do some amazing things with some amazing high RR entry models. But that's not the topic right now. The topic right now is what goes behind placing a trade. And the pattern you'll see throughout this year in CIC is how I frame my trades. And it's your job to study the common factors between all these trades. Right? When you see all the videos along the year, we're still in February, and you'll see by the end of the year, it's going to be a lot more clear to all of you how to frame a trade, how to take a trade without needing to see my tweets or my Telegram posts or my lectures. You'll be able to independently frame your own trade ideas and confidently execute based on what you analyzed. So, in summary, that was a brainful. You have the DXY. Right? Weekly candle was expected to go down. Wick above lower prices, which is what happened. Also, you had here an OTE, but the OTE is a beautiful, important topic which comes later, not now. All right? Wick above lower prices. You look for the entry model inside this candle. You trade weekly candles and daily candles. You don't go like a madman trying to trade every single 1 hour candle or every 15-minute candle. That's not sustainable. If anyone tells you that that's how to succeed and make money in trading, they are lying to you. They don't make money. At least not trading. All right? Perhaps they do with prop firm affiliate links or with their Discord groups or whatever. But they don't make money trading if they try and push to you the lower time frame way of trading. Right? Trade only weekly and daily candles. Nothing else. Especially if you're beginner or advanced. If you're beginner or intermediate. Right? Even advanced level traders who lack the characteristic of impulse control, right? So if you find yourself to be an impulsive person, then the best way to tame that impulsiveness is by forcing yourself to only focus on weekly and daily candles. And if you feel like that's too less, then you need to seriously think about getting a life outside of the charts, because that's plenty, right? That's more than 20 trades a month. And obviously you can practice, not trade, the lower time frame, even lower, like 4 hour, 1 hour, power of 3. But that's a topic for later as well. All right, that concludes this video. In summary, for those who weren't paying attention, watch it again and again and again. Every time you watch a video of mine, you'll go back and you'll notice that you'll catch a detail you missed in the first time. And the third time you watch, you'll catch a detail you missed in the second time, and so on. The more times you watch all the content in CIC, the more you'll realize that with each time you watch, you'll catch more details until you reach a point where there's no more details to catch. And even then, watch again, because you missed something. All right? That marks the end of this video. In summary, we had the dollar weekly candle. This trade was based on the weekly candle. All right? Accumulation, candle 1. Candle 2, a long wick above, meaning it's highly likely, based on the market profile also, and the candle structure of a long wick, meaning it's likely going to dump in the next candle, right? In plain English, candle 1, accumulation, candle 2, manipulation, candle 3, simply buy above the open, right? Remember, I have this famous post which goes, you buy in the wick, that's a horrible drawing, you buy in the wick of the bearish candle you're expecting to dump, or vice versa, right? So you sell in the wick, of the bearish candle you're expecting to dump, or you buy in the wick of the bullish candle you expect to pump. Remember, we're trading candles, we're not trading zones, we're not trading patterns, we're not trading Elliott waves, we're not trading supply and demand, we're not trading order blocks, we're trading specific candles, weekly candles and daily candles. I hope you found that insightful. I wish you good luck, good trading. It was a very heavy episode. Watch it multiple times if you have to. And good luck, good trading, trade safe, and see you in the next one.